Hey, Tunis. Good, just waiting for my shift to start. Oh, that sucks. You might not see who I smash and or pass. Who I call the police on and who I wish to spend the rest of my life with. No, Phoenix is like, we had to put Phoenix on a tier list. Phoenix is like S tier, like S plus tier, because they're my wife. I married them. I chose to be with them. And it pays bills, so I can't complain. I mean, fair. Fair enough. I'm doing a thing that, like, saves, it makes me money, and that's just, trying to be funny. For the Arbites class in Darktide, it looks like just veteran with a dog. It looks just like veteran with a dog. And Darktide does not need another veteran. I would have preferred like something like Engine Seer or something. Something that, like, a class that's built on support. That's not, like... The last thing we needed was a dog. Don't get me wrong, I like the pupper. I like the pupper. The pupper is a good boy. But... I don't know how to feel about this new class. Until it comes out, I get to see it in action and play it for myself. I don't get an opinion, but it's not what I'm looking for right now. To get back seriously into Darktide. Because right now, what's killing Darktide for me is the bullshit. Like, there's like fun, stupid challenges like, it's completely pitch black at maximum difficulty. Good luck seeing if you don't have a flashlight. Which, okay, fair game. It advertises that on the box when you pick that mission. But then there are other missions where it's just like, yeah, no, I don't know what the developers were thinking. And genuinely, it is unfun to play those missions. Genuinely. And I know, like, people are like, oh, but it's the authentic Warhammer experience. Yes, but it comes at the cost of the game being fun and monotonous. If I'm stuck getting annoyed at the game because of bullshit spawns, you have failed to make the game fun and keep it fun. It seems like a decent class look-wise, but it seems like they could have picked something different. Like I said, an Engine Seer. It would have been nice to have, like, some sort of Mechanicus character. Someone whose, like, ability is to, like, buff damage to your team. Because, like, the amount of fucking damage sponges is annoying as shit. And genuinely, having a class that can, like, buff damage for the team would make Orgrin so much better. Would make Crusaders useful, actually. I would have liked to see in a Tech Priest class. Exactly. Because, like, right now, when I look at Crusader and Veteran, they're the same thing to me. one just, like, Crusader is either it's veteran that prefers smacking shit, or veteran is just Crusader who likes shooting shit. There's no difference between those two classes, in my mind. And people are gonna go like, oh, but there's technical I don't give a shit. And again, I'm not bemoaning the game. The game is good. But there's obvious problems that make it that I don't want to go back to it on a regular basis. Because there's just nothing there that's been added that adds a lot to the game for me personally. It's kind of why, like, I'm struggling with Space Marine 2. It's the same shit, day in, day out. And there's not a lot going on, and that they've added that makes me want to keep coming back unless it's for a major update. And that sucks. I wouldn't mind there being a rattling at some point. The problem is with rattling, how do you compensate for that? And how do you balance that out? Because a rattling is just veteran. The problem is that they tied class with the rate, like the mutant kind of a thing, right? It's like with Space Marine 2 is I'd love to see an apothecary class added, or maybe a librarian. Hey, Knight! Yeah, this is the major problem with 40k games as of late, and that it's just hard to justify going back to them. Like Space Marine 2, I do not like playing it without friends. I just don't enjoy it by myself anymore. I played the campaign. I think the campaign is fun gameplay-wise, but its story is not worth it. And then the multiplayer, I only have fun when I'm playing with friends. Because if I, like, squad up with some random people, it's just not a fun experience. But Darktide is like, I will play if asked. I will play if asked. But I genuinely just am bored with Darktide because there's not enough there, and I don't think the Arbites class is going to sell me. Oh, Siege Mode, I'm definitely going to give a try with, like, T-Com and Shadow and my brother and my roommate. But, like, unless it's that, I don't give a shit. And they're already taking members off of the team of Space Marine 2, which is going to delay a lot of other game modes to work on Space Marine 3. Because they've confirmed Space Marine 3 is in the works. Which, cool. Good job, Focus. Problem, Space Marine 2 is barely a fucking year old. And it feels like you're already abandoning it. And I don't mean to be a negative Nancy. I don't. Like, we got so many other games announced for Warhammer, and I'm very excited for that. I plan on playing the Dawn of Wars on stream for all of you. Because it's Dawn of War! And if they make Dawn of War fix, like, all the quality of life problems that, like, the originals had, yes, fix it. Space Marine 1, Definitive Edition, how dare you, goth wash my boy. I play goths in regular tabletop 40k, but you do not touch Grimskull. He was a Evil Sun's orc. What CSM faction do you think will be made the Tech Marine, I reckon? Emperor's Children? No, I don't... What? No. Emperor's Children aren't no mechanics. It would be like the Apothecary. It would be the Apothecary. That would be Emperor's Children. I don't think they're going to add Tech Marine. But I think they're gonna add like chaplain and apothecary, which makes sense because then we have chaplain for the word bearers for the Dark Apostle, and then we have like the Emperor's Children apothecary, which is like insane chemical guy. Did you see the Kill Lupercal episode? I have not. Knight, I have been extremely busy painting up a storm. Guys, you gotta remember, I'm going to a tournament. I have had no time to myself. I have had no time to look at or watch anything. It has been painting models, working on stuff for you guys, back to painting models, preparing for a trip, back to painting models. I still wanted to add the Emperor's Children Space Marine 2, but I know they aren't going to. If they don't add Emperor's Children Space Marine 2, I will consider that a fucking failure. It is an obvious choice. And the fact that they've already fucked Chaos in the ass in the PvP is such horse shit. Like, this is actually something that bugs me. You have a PvP mode. You promoted it, and the other side has nothing. No customization options, no DLC, fuck all. So why bother playing the PvP? Unless you're playing the Marine side, why bother? Like, why bother? There's nothing there. Genuinely. It bugs me that Chaos Space Marines, the literal red team of fucking PvP has no customization. That is some grade A horse shit. The fact that, like, this team was not given time to do that really pisses me off. Well, yeah, of course the Tech Marine Power Axe is in the fucking files. There's the fucking Tech Priest axes. It's very easy to, like, be shenanigans with that. And again, this is coming from a place of passion as a fan.
Oh shit, it's a white guy!
Hey, bro.
Hi, what are you doing?
Soon we're going to be doing a Smash or Pass gender bent Primarch list.
Oh god.
Don't you oh god me.
Oh Emperor.
The Emperor would censor you, heretic, for saying that. The other complaint I have for Space Marine for me is that it's mostly people who don't get it creative with their Marines. Now I understand. I love Crimson Fists, Salamanders, Black Templars like the next guy, but if you're still a little creative, that's not my problem. It's your character. Do whatever the fuck you want with it. If you don't want to be creative and just use like base chapters, that's fine. My problem becomes the lack of customization for Chaos Planes in Space Marine 2. That's just horseshit. And until I see a customization thing for Chaos Space Marines, not just DLC armor, actual customization, I'm sorry, Space Marine 1 beats you to it. I should not be
Well,
saying...
obviously it beat it because it came out first, but it's just upsetting that they didn't use the fucking same system.
Exactly. When the first game does something better than you, you have failed. And it's already a problem that I have said that Space Marine 2's plot is Space Marine 1, Electric Boogaloo, done worse. Because in Space Marine 1, at least there's a cause and effect. And yeah, like, the game grinds to a halt in the second half.
Fucking Chaos Marines.
Fucking Chaos Marines and Chaos Demons and Heretics. But, like, it's still fun to go through it. Every time when I'm forced to play a Thousand Suns mission, there's an active groaning going on. Like, I don't groan at seeing Heretics in Space Marine 1. I groan when I see Heretics in Space Marine 2.
I get excited because I can run through them.
You can run through them in Space Marine 1. We just never did because Space Marine 1's difficulty curve was steep. For the next chapter, Lineage Pack, after I want the Salamander successors added solely because I want to rep the Black Dragons or Dark Krakens. I'd love to see more customization in general because while I don't hate the second, it seems like the customization seems lacking. If Dawn of War, can't you make your own colors? You can't make your own, but you can upload pictures and stuff for your files. It just, like, it had a color wheel that you could just choose the tones and such for your armor. Those Terminators with blades can be quite annoying to deal with. Oh, you mean Scarab Occult Terminators? We have no problems with that. It's the Zangor Enlightened that we fucking hate.
Yeah, the only time I had an issue with the Occult Scarab Terminator was when it decided to throw me on the ground and step on me.
You were not into that.
I was not. I did not enjoy getting made a bitch out of.
The problem with Thousand Suns is that there's just way too much, like, the Tyranids, it's balanced. You got the melee guys, you got the ranged guys. Like, there's a healthy balance with all of them. However, Thousand Suns, they were not a good choice for bad guys in this game. Anchorcat, thank you for the sub. Has more customization for Chaos and Space Marine 2. To a degree. Zangors are annoying as fuck. Yep. Yeah. This is the problem. I want to love Space Marine 2. I do. I'm very happy that it came out. But there's so much that now bugs me. It hinders my enjoyment of the game. And the fact that it was not given time, a little more time in the oven to cook, it speaks volumes. And I'm very worried about Space Marine 3 being the same way.
Space Marine 3 was confirmed?
Space Marine 3 has been confirmed. They've confirmed they started working on it.
Oh.
Even though Space Marine 2 is not even a year old.
Sounds like Call of Duty.
Call of Duty has the advantage of having, like, 2 studios work on it. Kind of a thing, right?
Yeah.
So, like, it passes between Treyarch and the other one.
Activision.
Space Marine 2 wound up being very repetitive and boring, in my opinion. Yeah. People were like, oh, this is like classic gaming back in like 2010, 2011. And I'm like, cool. And you want to know what people had a problem with back then? It was repetitive. It was stupid. It was not fun to play after beating it like twice. What do you think the Space Marine 3 CSM faction will be? I wouldn't mind Word Bearers. Should we get Possessed or Iron Warriors for Demon Engines? It depends. It all depends. I would not be surprised if we go up against Black Legion. Genuinely, though, I don't want Chaos in Space Marine 3. I want Necrons. Solely Necrons. I do not want to fucking deal with Chaos again. I'm sick and tired of, like, Titus just being attacked by chaos because he has, like, some immunity to the warp that they refuse to expand upon. Hey boss, I began to make my own Imperial Guard regiment and they are just pissed the fuck up Quebecers with vehicles and they are very good with tanks and planes. I think you misunderstand how Canadians fight. In Space Marine 3, I'd love to see Guilliman show up at least once. No, I don't want Guilliman anywhere near it. Nope. Nope. You keep... I was already mad that Marnius was in the game. Keep named characters far fucking away from my game. I'm sorry like I'm being aggressive about this, but I am sick and tired of seeing named characters everywhere. 40k is such a huge galaxy, we don't fucking need them.
What don't we need?
Named characters in, like, all our video games.
Oh.
Like, I don't need Roboot Guilliman in Space Marine 3.
Yeah, no. I feel like in Space Marine 3, they should actually drop Titus now and start something with a different person.
Yeah, actually. Hey, Aramis. Yeah, I would like someone completely different. Or just, like, a no-name Marine that you play as.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, think about this, chat. You're a no-name Marine from your own custom-made chapter.
Oh, kind of like what they did with Halo Reach.
Yeah. And, like, why not go into the Nakman Gauntlet? Or, if you want Chaos so bad, Nakman Gauntlet's perfect for that. Or, if you want, Pariah Nexus, Necrons. Your chapter's been deployed against the Necrons, and your squad's been deployed against them.
That would be horrifying.
Hell, they just dropped Crusade Angron. We could do something with that. Wait, no, that storyline ended.
Yeah.
Also, hi, Will.
It sort of ends. Like, I think everyone was sort of reading too much into that of like, oh, like he loses and the war ends. It's like, yeah, I think this is a multi-stage thing.
Yeah, no, like, they banished Angron by the end of it. Spoilers, chat. But, like,
yes,
Angron's
the
here.
character whose entire... Well, it's the character whose entire deal is keeps coming back after you banish him.
Like every other Demon Primarch?
Yeah, but the other three have respawn timers. He just has, like, 8 days or, like, 8 minutes that he comes back.
We killed Angron! How long do we have till he comes back? I don't know. Could be 8 seconds. Could be 8 minutes. It could go up to 8 years. Who knows?
Yeah, by the way, the reason I say this... The reason I say, like, I want a different character than Titus is because I'm bored with Titus. They've done nothing with him. He went from being, like, this really interesting character who's like, hey, I'm an Ultramarine, but, like, you need to think for yourself kind of a thing. Like, going against the mold, right? But then Space Marine 2 comes out. We get barely anything. By the way, I do not care that this argument is like, oh, he gets character development. No, he fucking doesn't.
The rest of the squad does. He does not.
He gets reprimanded for being an idiot, gets rewarded for being, like, angry, and then Marnius Calgar's like, I missed you, Titus. Made you give you the laurels of victory.
It's strictly platonic.
And I'm just like, this story, like, needed, like, 5 more drafts. Like, holy shit. And the short did not help, by the way. But I'm done with Titus. I want something different. Hell, like, if you're gonna keep it with Ultramarines, bring it to Chiron. You know, your other guy in charge. Why am I forgetting the other guy's name? There was Chiron, and then there was
Drill.
Thank you. Those two. Like, let's play as one of those two. They're much more interesting. Or, like, do as I said, like, how about we have our own custom chapter, like Noble 6? Or, like, in Spartan Ops and, like, Halo 4. I would like that, please. But anyway, we're here for something more fun. We're here for something more interesting and fun than being pissy about how a game did not meet my expectations 100%. We're here.
I mean, Horus Heresy's gonna have duels between characters.
Yay!
I mean, that legitimately does actually look kind of fun.
To smash.
I desire to challenge and smash people up. Oop, I should get rid of the text. Actually, I'm gonna delete that entirely.
Can I say that
I want
most
Lucius
of
to
them-
have to declare challenges, but also be bad at them.
What were we gonna say, bro?
Like,
they look like just femboys that could get away being guys in anime?
I mean, at this point, they're Primarchs. Like, they're
Primarchs are gonna be pretty no matter which gender they are.
yeah. Like when you put
It's
a
not
muscle
simple
muscle
on the
mommy
pretty.
beside a muscle daddy, like they're aside from like
wait, aren't all
some
pretty much femboys? Aren't all pretty much just femboys?
I respond with Russ is not a femboy, he is a bear.
No, Russ is a wolf.
I meant like the gay guy bear.
No, yeah, he's a wolf.
He's a furry is what he is.
I was about to say, I think we all
well-
agree the answer is correctly furry.
True, but he is legitimately a wolf because a wolf is essentially a bear who is athletic, who is like athletic and ripped.
Alright, but so we're gonna I know people like to try and give the Primarchs different personalities when you gender bend them, but that's boring. Because then you're just putting in your own favorite girl onto your favorite Primarch. We're gonna keep their personalities the same, it's just that instead of dicks, they got tits. Okay? Okay. So, like, we're gonna keep, like, their personalities in general. And though I myself am not a man who will sleep with another man, I will not lie with another man, I will not kiss another man, romantically. Women is a different story, but even then, there are women out there who are just like, nah, you crazy, you gonna hurt me. And there, some of the Primarchs definitely fit that. But then there's some of the Primarchs who are just like, you're boring me. Like Cell.
Boss has expectations.
I have expectations. So
Can't be honest.
we're gonna try to be as honest about this as possible. We're gonna try to keep this as honest as possible. And I will go over my reasons for it. Because I'm looking at these girls like actual partners that I might have. Okay? Okay.
Valid.
So first up, Lionel Johnson.
Leona.
Leona. No. Chat, I want you to understand something about Lionel Johnson. She might be better now in modern 40k, where like she's actually like growing and getting character development. But this is Horus Heresy Lionel, and she's
Heresy.
Leona.
Leona. Thank you.
I was gonna say.
We're going Heresy era for them?
Yeah, we're going Heresy.
Not a pre and post?
Yeah. We never find out what the Caliban
Okay.
word for daughter is because it's L Johnson for. I think it's Al Johnson. It would be Al Johnson if you're using the linguistics, so it would be Leona Al Johnson.
Probably. Either way.
Mm.
She's too secretive. She's too paranoid. She will not share if anything's wrong. She'll just get pissy at you if you fuck up and never tell you why. And that's not good for a long-term relationship. Even though she knows the way around the bedroom, like she can plan out everything perfectly. Nah, not dealing with that. If you can't communicate with
Valid.
me, that's a no. It's not a Malkador send help, but it's a hard pass.
You don't want a secret partner.
Yeah, I don't want a secret partner.
For reference, are we assessing this in terms of like a relationship.
Okay, you
a
know what?
one-night
19, you're kind
stand,
of right about that, but at the same time.
like
I'm
What's-
measuring these
what's
by
the-
relationships and the what to date and smash.
okay.
Doesn't matter how
Plus,
good
does
in
not
bed
put
you
out right
are.
away.
Doesn't matter how good you are in bed if your personality makes me want to die. All right. What was the name for female fulgrim? Well, gender bed fulgrim.
That's just that's just
Cersei, if I
vulgar.
remember correctly.
What was that, Aramis?
I think it was Cersei. Might have to double check.
All right. Fulgrim /
I
Cersei.
think we actually saw the video.
Okay, chat. Let's be perfectly honest here. Fulgrim / Cersei is the embodiment of the rich, popular girl from high school. Who, on the face of it, she will always encourage her fellow students. She's like, always like this positive, upbeat person. But then, you know that she talks mad shit behind the soccer pitch. Okay? But if any guy or gal wants to date her, you know damn well she's got fucking standards. It's not standards that you'd think. It's not like, oh, you have to be rich like me. No, you have to be like, you have to be a person. You have to be unique. You have to be like you have to like be interesting. And it's just like, huh. And then you know, she will wine and dine the fuck out of you.
You're gonna be broke.
No. If she here's the thing. She knows if you can't pay, she'll pay for it. That's the weird thing about her. The problem comes down to she talks mad shit behind people's backs, and that's
I just want to point out something that I also remembered. Realize getting into a relationship with them probably means you're dealing with the other siblings on a semi-regular basis.
I don't need that heat.
I mean, if you're getting into a relationship with Fulgrim, it means you just have to deal with Ferris every once in a while.
Oh god, I just remembered Ferris was a thing.
You and Freaky.
They need their own special tier for that one.
Yep. So I date Cersei. I would date her. I don't know if I'd smash. Because I don't think we'd get that far. But Demon Cersei? Malkador, send help. Malkador, send help. I'm not... Listen. Fulgrim is a sadistic fuck. And I'm not into that. I'm not into pain. I'm not into being hurt.
I think it's more of a Malkador, send help!
Oh, Fulgrim's extended. Time for the bedroom. No! No! But yeah, no, Demon Fulgrim, no thank you. Can't handle that. No thanks. Mm-mm.
But boss, Snake Lady.
Yeah, Snake Lady, but I'm keeping the personality in mind.
No amount of Snake Lady is going to override that Fulgrim.
I like Snake Ladies because they cuddle and they snuggle. And they like... And
That's
they
not a
love on you.
snuggle.
That's not a snuggle. That's... Why is there hooks in the bedroom? Do you have a swing? And she says, yes, it's you. What? Ah!
Oh, no.
I'm not into Xenobites. I'm sorry. Alright. Perturabo.
Fem name is Petra.
Petra? Okay. I'm not into that. Petra in Horus Heresy is a suck up. They are constantly angry that no one acknowledges their deeds, but like when someone tries, they just get pissy and walk off. And I'm not about that. Like, that's a hard pass from me. It's even more of a Malkador send help. Because, like, Demon Petra is just that amped up to 20. And I'm not about that. Like, I left a lot of people who were just nothing but whiny bitches. Get over it. If you want someone to love you and someone to, like, acknowledge your successes, how about don't be a straight up bitch? How about, like, you actually, how about you actually be, like, a nice person?
It's a cow!
Jagatai Khan. Smash.
Elia is the fem name, but yeah.
Elia? Well,
Elia, yep.
either way, smash. Smash.
I mean, horse girl. I mean, horse girls are always fun.
Horse girls are always fun.
Horse girls are...
But we're talking about someone who gets to know you for who you are. So long as you are not a bragger, she's instantly, like, interested in you. Because you're not screaming your accomplishments from the rooftops. Good roast game, genuinely. Sometimes, like, me and Phoenix will just roast each other. And there have been some things where I'm just like, spicy as shit, babe. So yeah. Smash. Would definitely date, would definitely smash. Plus, like, come on. Jagatai Khan. Anyway. Lehman Russ.
Fem name, Freya.
Freya.
The wife of Thor.
Yep. Alright, so Freya here. Freya is a party animal. We know this for a fact. Lehman Russ is a party animal, Freya would be a party animal. The deciding factor comes on two things. One, are you into parties? And two, are you into getting your shit rocked? Because inevitably, these parties get violent when Freya's around. Think about the amount of times Lehman Russ has punched somebody at a party. Or, like, had competitions of strength. Or, like, endurance. You know, like, it comes down to, like, are you into that? And personally, for me, I'm not into parties. Like, I'll go hang out with, like, a group of friends, and that will be my party. But, like, if there's, like, loud music, like, over 30 people in one household, that's a lot for me, and I'm just, like, I'm not about it. And I'm sorry, Freya. You definitely go above your two sisters. Like, no. And you had to deal with her and Leona. Oh, God. I could not handle that. Oh, Jesus. They just fucking make up already. Holy shit. Petra would switch constantly between complaining about everything and straight up abusing you. Oh, God. Nah, fuck you. I am missing this, but I get a fucking D&D campaign set up and take care of stuff. I mean, you can watch the video later there, Shadow.
I'm salty. Don't worry, the VODs are here for you.
Yeah. Alright, Rogel Dorn. Let me guess, her name's Regal?
Regalia, fem
Regalia.
name.
Fuck off!
Yeah,
That's lazy as shit.
I know, it was definitely one of the lazy ones.
Not very
Believe
emotionally.
me, some of them are not
but
creative, and I just feel like that's a missed
she's
chance.
not very. She's not very emotionally available because she, puts up walls.
absolutely. Also, you know that wall is a solid foundation.
But here's the thing. I also like my dense girls. I'm kind of into it. Rogel Dorn as a guy, I'm not into it at all. Rogel Dorn as a girl, I'm kind of into it.
That being said, boss, she does have a thing with a pain glove.
Yeah, on herself, not on me.
Like,
like,
I mean, that's how it starts.
yeah, that's how it starts. But like, I'm not. I feel like she would. I feel like she would not push my boundaries. Because she's a stickler for rules, right?
Yeah, definitely. Once you set that boundary, it is clearly set.
Yeah, and like
You
she
have to be
will not
fortified
bring it
with
up again.
in a week.
Like, yeah, emotionally, like she will tell you, like, get over it. Like that's her emotional support. But like everything else, I'm kind of into this. You get a reliable partner who will always be there for you. Who will, like, defend you, kind of a thing. But will also be, like, brutally honest with you. And yeah, she's not emotionally available, but like, hey, I'd date her. I would date her. Okay, we all know Conrad Kurz. We all know
Fem
Conrad
name Sandra.
Kendra?
Cassandra.
Oh, Cassandra Kurz.
I mean, Cassandra actually makes sense for Conrad. Like, as a
Yeah,
name.
I'm just thinking of Cassandra Cain from Batman.
I'm thinking Cassandra of Troy.
I was going to say it's Cassandra, the great character, the one who has premonitions.
Yeah.
That no one ever listens to.
Yeah.
But like, we also gave the Batman motif to
Yep. So actually,
Conrad.
both of those fit very well.
Yeah, they both fit very well. The problem is that we put them in Malkador Send Help.
Why
I
are
feel like
there two
that's
of
not
them?
even Malkador send help. Malkador teleport me away and
it's for
get
the
the
two
restraining
personalities.
order.
It's for the two personalities. There's Conrad, there's Cassandra, and then there's Night Haunter.
Nope.
Either way, they both go in Malkador Send Help. I don't care what Bricky says. I'm not into that. That is.
Ricky has strange tastes.
I've dated girls like that, and chat. No amount of snuggles, kisses, and or sex is gonna fix that. This is a bitch who will be moody one moment and then try to gouge your eyes out the next.
Memory wipe, start her over.
Why not Erzbeth? You know the lady who bathes in blood? No, thank you.
I think he's referencing Elizabeth Bathory from France.
Oh man, I'm glad for Discord because you are not showing in my love follows right now for some reason. Hello everyone. Hey VMock. I don't know why I'm not showing up. Do you have like the bell icon hit or like any notifications on?
Do you have his server muted?
There's a couple things that it could be.
I know I do.
Mhm.
And I'm his brother.
Live follows, not love follows. Okay. Sorry about that. But yeah, I don't know why I don't know why you weren't notified. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Anyway, yeah, like we all know the reason why we're not dating Cassandra. Only unless you are into that. Unless you are
But that
a
is a very
true
small group.
freak.
Even
You
then,
true freaks, go over there. You have your Cassandra to yourself.
Yeah, you have your
no,
Cassandra.
even then, risk profiles exist for a reason.
Yeah. I'm not doing that. Sorry. That is asking to be put in a hospital. If you're lucky.
If you survive.
No, wait, I have a perfect analogy for this. Dating Conrad Kurz or Cassandra Kurz is like signing up for one of those quote unquote haunted houses that make you sign a contract. You are just asking to get hurt. I believe it is just bugging out. It's been doing that to others too. No problem. I'm on the Discord. Nice. Alright, but let's move on to brighter pastures. I'm guessing her name's Sanguinella.
Sanguinia, because they were even lazier than that. But I would also think
Right
Sanguinella
in
would
the
have
fucking
better.
name!
I know.
Fuck you, it's Sanguinella. Anyway.
I agree. That's honestly the better option.
Also, it's a no because god damn it, she's gonna be fucking work.
Yeah, no, like,
I think it's the weird reverse. I'm gonna admit, I don't think the work is on her part. It's more of the fact that you're just not gonna feel adequate, you know?
Plus, she's depressed. Like, there's like, listen, depression is bad. Please go see. If you have depression, please go to therapy. Find a therapist that works for you. Not one that will like confirm your biases, but actually work to help you. But this is an instance where I have complained about Sanguinius as a character for being boring and annoying. And even like if you slapped boobs on it, I'm just like, you didn't fix the personality. I don't like Sanguinius' personality. Like,
Sad Blood Angel noises.
I know. I know she would be a super smash for you.
What can I say? Angel.
But there's other problems here. One, she is the favorite child of everybody aside from like Angron. And I know that if I made her upset, all 21 of these fucks would come and murder me. And I'm not about that. How much control is she going to have over the Red Thirst and Black Rage? Sanguinius doesn't suffer from those two things, I think.
Well, definitely not the Black Rage.
Well, they have
Black
a
Rage,
version.
but the Red
They
Thirst-
have a version. They have a version of the Red Thirst, which is like it's their one is like they need to satiate themselves by being violent.
Sanguinius?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
they
tough.
tapped into the Red Thirst exactly twice, I think. First time with the Kabbalah situation, and then the whole Titan situation on Terra.
Either way, the answer is
Either way, no.
And that's because, one, I can't handle that. Two, I know you'd be emotionally available, but if you're sad and any of your sisters suspect that I'm responsible, I don't want to end up on the side of an Imperial milk carton. Thank you very much.
You think that they'd go so far as to let it get to the milk carton?
Yeah.
Let's be honest here.
Principle, I think Gullyman would allow that. Out of principle. Otherwise, no.
Mhm.
I meant her Legion because she had a bad day and all her Legion is going to thirsty rage you to death. Yeah, no, not into that. Sorry. I'm not into Catholic-inspired death cult. How far is the music in this right now? Hold on. Okay, we still got a lot of time. Ferris Manus. Let me guess, her name's Fer.
Femlane Farah. Although, personally, I would spell it closer to Fareha, which is Egyptian. But that's me. Because Farah is far too close to Ferris.
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Yes.
There's a head joke.
Fuck you. I'm not going there. Has an anger problem. Has a very much like I'm better than you mentality. A Darwinist way of thinking.
Yeah, but like, her whole deal is about getting stronger and like making the people that she cares about stronger.
And
So
I'm
you're
kinda
gonna
into
like, yeah, she's gonna like get you to work on your problems. You are going to get dragged to the gym. You are going to get gains. This will not be optional.
that. And
Like,
when you're friends with your direct opposite, that just makes you infinitely more interesting. Like, the reason why I'm so upset about Farah not getting anything in fucking anything in Horus Heresy is because they died so early. But I would have loved to have more of her and Fulgrim, like, just, you know, interacting, talking, hanging out. And, like, really get into, like, the depths of who she is. And yeah, I'd smash that. A fucking silver-handed goddess who will drag you to the gym. I need somebody on my case. I am down with that.
Boss needs motivation.
Yes. I'm down with that. Alright. Angron. Please tell me her name's not Angria.
Angronia, I'm sorry. I'm not the one who made these.
I'm disappointed in these names.
So am I.
Alright.
Just to prove I'm not
this is-
lying, I will actually
I was
screenshot
gonna
it.
say, in that this is a gender flipped world, can we just refer to them as Latara?
Latara?
Because Saren will be a guy in this universe.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
good point.
Latara's backstory
There you
is
go.
genuinely depressing. She is genuinely within her right to be angry, upset, and frustrated with her father, or in this case, her mother. She is genuinely within her right to be butt fuck mad. The problem is, this is a situation where I don't say, Malkador, send help. I'm just saying hard no to this. Because I'm not a therapist. I'm not designed for this.
I think the only chance you would have ever had with a relationship is pre-Butcher's Nails, and quite frankly, we all arrived
Yeah,
too late.
you're-
If
for
it
that.
was pre-Butcher's Nails, I would fight and die for her. It is strictly the Butcher's Nails that make this a problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, you are not built to be bent into an eightfold path.
Yeah, I'm not. Malkador, send help. Like above Perturabo, above Conrad. But no, Malkador, send help. I'm not about the eightfold path. I can't do that. My brother can tell you I'm not a violent person. There's
No.
not-
You
Pushes
gotta get skull
buttons.
thrown.
Oh, is that Al?
No, don't worry about it.
Remember, corn care's not from where the blood flows. Or to where
Oh,
it flows.
boy.
You
that-
go out with
that's
like an
a
ice
great
cream
point.
sandwich when your red rage begins.
Mm.
That is
Fucking
the worst thing. You
demonified Angron is on her time of the month every day. It's not the butcher's nails. It's just the time of the month every single day, every day of the year, and it's the
Primal
entire the normal span for a normal woman would be all condensed into a single day.
All right, Chad.
In that Space Marines don't have certain bodily functions, I'm fairly sure the Emperor managed to get rid of that in terms of his Primarchs, especially considering I'm fairly sure they're not meant to reproduce.
Yeah,
I mean, making sure that they can reproduce is probably a good option.
if I was the Emperor, I would do that. I don't need a ton of like. Listen, this was a concern they had in Halo. about
Yeah.
Spartans reproducing. Even though that's not
Yeah.
how genetics work. But anyway,
Especially
Robute Gilliman.
or according to this one, and I've screenshot the proof. It's in the NSFW memes. Robusty girly man, or reasonably knowing what we know about their parent, probably named Robin.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, Super Smash.
Fucking simp.
Damn right.
We all knew it.
Damn
We all
right.
knew
The
it.
Ultramarine player would simp.
Damn fucking right.
We all knew it.
But here, I'm
See-
going to defend
see,
myself. Will,
Okay.
please say what you're going to say.
No, I want to hear your defense, and then I'm going to tear it apart.
I like him.
Okay. I'm a basic bitch at heart. You all know this. Second, she is very good at getting one's house in order. 3, you know that she will come to you for advice if she knows that she needs it. 4, you know damn well she is not a selfish lover. 5, damn well you will learn stuff beside her. It'll be great. It'll be wonderful. 6, if a plan fails, she doesn't just give up and throw in the towel. She figures out why it went wrong and what we need to do to fix it. I am all about that shit. As well, she's a queen. And we here stand queens. Okay? Okay? Okay.
If it breathes, it's a thought.
Tear
Okay.
into me, you fuck.
So, okay, so I hear what you're saying, but on the one hand, if you're dating Gilliman, you gotta be okay with like high society. She's going to social functions. She is going to prioritize the needs of the state over your relationship and is going to incorporate that into everything you do. You're going to spend your entire time at ambassadors' receptions. You're never going to have alone time with this woman. Also, she's married to her job. You're basically never going to see her because she's multitasking 6 million jobs because she's the regent of the Imperium in the modern era as well.
Yes.
Also, while you are correct, you know she is a planner and she's someone who learns. She also overthinks. She is going to come up with complex solutions to simple problems, and is just going to overcomplicate things on a consistent level. She is a great person. She's a wonderful person to have in your life as a friend, but as a romantic partner, she is not someone you want to be involved with because she is a shit ton of work.
Can I tell you something?
Well,
Phoenix already fits like some of that.
Yeah, I don't think any of those were turnoffs for boss.
I put gender bent Gullyman in like Super Smash. And it's like Will tore into me, rightfully so, for my basic bitch pick. And it's like married to the job, critically overthinks things. You probably never see them on a regular basis. I love you. Could you have more water?
Yep.
Thank you. No, we can make dinner together. Love you. So yeah, I've already married that.
okay.
So that's why it's not a downside to me.
Okay.
I'm already alone for like 90% of my day at home.
Mm.
And like as long as I get to be with them, I'm happy.
Yeah. I mean,
Boss
you
is
get to have a lot of
same
fun.
air.
It's a good thing. You get to have a lot of fun finding successors.
Exactly. All right, Mortarian.
This one's a fun one.
What's
Fem
the
named Morticia.
Morticia. Ooh. That actually really works with them. The problem is, no.
Nothing else does.
I am a huge person about hygiene, and everyone said that Mortarion smells. I'm also not into, listen, I've been made fun of that I am attracted to daddy issues.
Those are a different set of daddy issues.
Yeah, this is daddy issues that are self-imposed. I do not like Mortarion or Morticia because they're a bitch. They are straight up the condescending bitch of their family. And they think they're all that. They think they're hype as fuck. But the second you show them up, they're the most pissy person in the world. Especially if you're just trying to help them.
Also, you don't have a gas mask fetish.
Yeah, I don't have a gas mask fetish, I'm sorry. And again,
It's
smell
fine.
is a huge thing.
It's fine. It's fine. Hexcore will be here for you at some point. They'll just come and take you away.
No thanks! I choose life. But yeah, no, like, there's a lot of problems here. She's not worth it. Also, characteristically, she should be bald, not have white hair like Ventress. Morty have reasons for hers first, father. Well, no, because he hates the Emperor because the Emperor stole his kill. Because he's convinced that he could have beaten his father who was cheating. It's bullshit.
Cheater, pumpkin eater.
It's entirely he smoked his own hype, and he won't get over himself. I'm sorry. The Death Guard as a Legion are cool. Mortarion is a punk-ass bitch.
In both settings.
In both settings. And I just hate them on principle. I hate them on principle. This is a Malkador send help, mostly because, like, being in proximity, I would die. But, like, no thank you. I can't deal with the Rock Queen. Your personality sucks, and so does your hygiene. Like, chat, I am so... I've expressed this before on here, but I am so, deathly afraid of my personal hygiene. I shower every day, shampoo, body wash, everything, because I am scared of smelling bad. Like, if I let one rip and it stinks as fuck, I am embarrassed and I feel so bad and I need to remove myself. And, like, I need hygiene to be, like, fucking good. Okay? Morty is the Asmongold of Warhammer. I hate that comparison, but you're right. I'm not going to disagree with you, but I'm saying you're correct.
Well, you gotta put that out into reality.
Alright, Magnus.
Femname Magnolia.
Let me guess, Smash?
No.
Ooh, pre-heresy, I can see dates.
I date them. I would date them, but I would not smash. The problem comes down
But giant red muscle money.
Yes, but there's also personality to take into account. She is arrogant as fuck. And if she believes something will work, doesn't matter if you've experienced it yourself and you tell her, yeah, no, that's a bad thing, don't do that, she's gonna do it anyway. And I hate when my partner doesn't take my advice.
Can I make a counter argument?
Go ahead.
She's learned, and as Lieutenant Commander Data said, probably fluent in multiple techniques.
Exactly. Which means, like, I'd still date her. And, like, again, you don't know what'll happen during dates. It's the other parts of her personality that knock her down for me. And when she gets stuck on an idea, she doesn't seem to learn until it's too late. And I'm sorry, that knocks her down a peg. Thousand Suns, Magnus, favorite Legion, favorite 40k Primarch. But here's the thing. I'd still date them if they were a demon.
I mean, they're not notably different.
They're not notably different. That's the problem.
The only thing that would really separate them is the fact that the noble shard isn't part of.
So she's a little bit more angry.
Can she like
Honestly,
make herself like? Can she like
just
psychically like,
frustrated,
make
yeah.
herself like smaller, like for like restaurant purposes?
Yeah, she can do anything she wants.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh no, I think I just did something to myself.
Oh no, what'd you do?
Fuck. Psychically, she can actually like go places with me.
Oh no.
Also, Tizka probably has like really good, like outdoor bistro restaurants.
And they
It's like-
know what I
it's-
want
it's a
immediately.
It's
Yeah.
like a coven of like scholar. It's like a university town with like some really good like artisanal shit.
And you know it'd be fun every day.
Right.
Oh,
Got us good there.
I just talked myself into smashing her. God damn it. Not demon.
Congratulations.
I'd
The
still
water
date her
fuckery
if she was a
finally
demon.
happened.
I'd still date her if she was a demon. But like,
Yeah, like Planet of the Sorcerers is like the seedy bit that's near to the university town. It's not quite as you know, well.
you'd have
You know,
to deal.
it's fun. It's fun to visit, but you don't stay there after dark. Kind of.
Yeah.
For
good
yes,
reason.
but you have to deal with Freya. You think I give a shit what Freya has to fucking think?
At that point, no.
I've had to deal with ableist assholes my entire life. That's not new to me.
Honestly, you probably have to deal more with Morticia more often because Freya doesn't actually really give a fuck up until basically the Emperor, until her mum basically
Yeah,
tells her to go
problem.
sort
Yeah,
out
no,
her sister.
People gotta remember this. The Space Wolves, like, Lehman Russ didn't give a shit about Magnus using psychic powers. He gave a shit that the Thousand Suns were not being good allies. Like, the entire thing about, Burning of Prospero and, A Thousand Suns is that he's not mad that Magnus is using psychic powers. He's mad at Magnus for, one, not showing up when he's saying, I need fucking help. And B, the fact that, like, he doesn't understand the social situation he's in. Like, Lehman
Also,
is telling-
he's the son that Dad sends to sort out the others.
yeah.
Like that's like his like job in the family is to be like the one that like the Emperor says, go deal with this, go talk, you know, go sort them out. Yeah, Angron's getting
being a situation.
Angron's getting out of hand. Go sort him out.
Yeah, because, like, I
The
watched,
reason you want me to play is because the date went too long.
who are we on? We're on Magnus right now, but, something I want people to understand here is that, and this is something like Arbiter Ian pointed out, when it came to the first found Primarchs, so like Horus, Lehman Russ, and Ferrus Manus, they were treated like the older brothers. What happens when like two younger brothers are fighting, or like one younger brother is acting like a little shit, and it's the older brother who steps in? The older brother is not mature enough to, like, come down with a consequence, but they're still responsible enough to hand out a punishment. Right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing about Lehman Russ. His solution is punch it, and hopefully it learns, but when it comes to people like Angron and Magnus, that's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Because Magnus is thinking, oh, Lehman Russ is just a barbarian who doesn't get it, where Lehman Russ is like, no, I'm more mad that your guy who tried to cast Lightning Bolt turned into a monster and murdered a squad of my men. But Lehman Russ phrases it in such a way that it comes off that it validates Magnus's words. Because Lehman Russ doesn't have a filter. Anyway.
Really doesn't.
Horus,
No, that we-
Lupercal, both Ascended and Regular. Ooh.
I'm name Isis.
No one both counts.
No on both
Absolutely
counts from Will.
And I have my argument.
I think the worst
here.
part is I want to say no on the pre-heresy version, but I'm also aware of exactly how charismatic they are, and I don't think I am able to resist that.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Malkador send help on Horus Ascended.
Yeah,
on
definitely.
Isis Ascended.
Isis Ascendant, absolutely run the fuck
But-
away.
Super Smash. Super Smash.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm not!
That's the worst part.
Right.
That's the worst part.
Chat, I want everyone to understand before I let Will go off. I want everyone to understand why I say Super Smash. For one, she's the hot older sister. Two, she's charismatic and hot as fuck. Oh my god, she's the dream girl. Okay? Okay? And three, she's liked by everyone. Even those who have complaints about her, they like her anyway. The only one who really has a problem with her is Corvus Corax, okay? Okay? But, another thing is that, like, you know damn well she's good. Yeah, she's a little vicious, a little, like, will bite you in the bedroom, but, like, you know it's gonna be a good goddamn time with her the entire goddamn time, and I can't say no to that. It's sheer fucking brilliance, okay? Will obviously state my problems.
So the problem with Horus, pre-heresy Horus, or what's the name in this one?
Isis.
Isis.
Isis. Okay, yeah, fair enough. The problem with pre-heresy Isis is that she's Regina George. She's Regina George from Mean Girls. She is the queen bee of the school. Everyone loves her. Everyone thinks she's the best. She has her little gaggle of gaslighting companions that travel around with her, and she always gets her way. She's season 1 of Buffy Cordelia as well, as an example.
Yep.
And that's so when you say like everyone loves her, no, everyone says they love her.
Yep.
Like,
This
because
is
if
where
you
I-
don't, you're stepping out of line.
You're a stronger man than I.
Mhm.
But at the
Or
same
stronger than the rest of
time,
us. Or stronger than the rest of us, but I really don't know how well that holds up in person.
but at the same time,
Do you
God
want to
damn.
have to do you want to have to deal with the Mornival Mean Girl choir?
I mean, am I allowed to roast back?
I don't know. How did that go for the Remembrancers?
Okay, there's roasting someone on their personality, not criticizing how the Legions did things. Like, Horus was fine with Abaddon being roasted. And so was the Monorval. Like, Tarek did it every day.
Yeah, to each other. but like not very rarely to Horus to they very rarely go up to Isis. If anyone, they're all like immediately defensive of her.
Yeah, but like if I'm dating her, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. This is purely like I got to fuck the War Master,
Mistress.
the War Mistress. I can die happy. Yeah,
Hey, it's your list.
it's my list, and this is coming down to like sheer. I know this is probably sexist as fuck, but I'm like, dude, smash the War Mistress, okay? Like, absolutely
I mean,
slide
we
in
all
those
feel
sheets. Like,
I mean
come
that
hell
is
or high water.
that is a hell of an honorific for someone to have during a during your
Not
time
wrong.
with them.
Like, she'd probably kill me for not siding. Like, this is why I said Horus Ascended is a hard no. There's a very clear line of when I break up with them. But, like, before all that, yes.
Like, pre-descent into chaos, absolutely. Again, just
Hey,
I
baby,
don't- I'm not
Just think
strong
what
enough.
you can
I'm not strong
Just
enough.
think
I
we
know
should-
I'm not.
just think what you can do with that talent.
Exactly. Alright, moving on from my shame.
We're all in shame.
Not Will, he said hard no.
I'd
Will is
say-
either
I'd say-
lying or we'll find out the hard way when he folds in direct contact.
Oh no, my Super Smash is still to come.
Oh, your Super Smash is still to come. Lorgar.
Aurelia.
Chat. Despite what I've said about all my heart, Malkador send helps. They go into
Top
their
tier bottom.
Top tier bottom.
Oh yeah.
One, there's being religious, and then there's being a dangerous fanatic.
And there's being the preacher's daughter.
And then there's being the preacher's daughter.
And not that stereotype of the preacher's daughter.
Yeah, no, this girl has her own chastity belt. And she will
Yeah.
only have sex with you to reproduce, if even.
Yeah, this is like classical Abbey / Girl Defined level of like young women's ministry stuff.
This is the Handmaiden's Tale, but the character not only is like she's enthusiastic about it.
Mhm.
I'm not dealing with fanaticism in the background with that. And I need everyone to understand. She does horrible things and only uses religion to justify her actions. I'm not into dealing with the KKK on a 40K scale.
It means you have to be. Also means you have to be around like, Erebus. So no.
No, I refuse to deal with Erebus and Cor Pharaon. Argoltal I'll happily
Cor-
chill with, but no.
The rest of them can go.
The rest of them can burn. The Word Bearers are fun legion in spite of their Primarch in leadership.
That is kind of the fun of them, is that they're like, yeah.
They're god-awful people, but like, goddamn, the Legion's fun.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have more Pharaon as your stepdad. Think about that. Stepmom in this instance.
Yeah, remember, gender bent universe.
Stepmom, and I do not need Cinderella's mom in Power Armor. Thank you very much.
No, I don't think any of us wanted that.
I'm gonna be cleaning So Going Lurk before or after Chaos. I mean,
And it gets it.
What were you saying, Aramis?
Vemet gets it. Nose. Hard nose.
Vulcan. Ooh, this is a toughie.
Hestia.
I know I date them. No, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Smash. I'm a Smash Vulcan.
Yeah. Big, warm, caring muscle mummy.
Big, warm, caring muscle mommy will encourage you to do better. Will encourage your hobbies. Yeah, Smash.
Also, exotic coloring.
Exotic coloring.
Real just hit every click on the we'll go to Smash.
All
And
right.
she really pulls off those big. She really pulls off those big shoulder pads. It's like
Oh, you're
so
right.
Oh, yeah.
impressive.
Oh, you're right.
Absolutely.
She's like power suited. You know, like as in like the cut suit with the 80s power shoulder
Oh
pads.
yeah, the one with
She
the
would
shoulder pads.
carry me. She would
Mhm.
carry my ass, and I'm all for it. Like, I'd go on a hike with her. She'd go for like a very long time. I'm like dying, and she's like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, I'll be fine. I'll be fine." And then she'll just pick me up, and she's like, "Nah, I got you, homie." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you."
And you know for a fact that with a special interest in smithing, they are absolutely making you very, very nice and very practical gifts.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I have a D6 that was forged. It has a dragon's head on it.
Mhm.
And I think that's sick as fuck. So yeah,
That's
like
all right.
Smash,
Oh,
Smash Vulcan.
My wife and I, for our engagement, friends of my wife's that live in Finland gave us cold forged a pair of cold forged knives. That apparently that's a traditional thing. Like, it's sweet. Like,
All right, Corvus Corax.
They got really lazy with this one. Corvettes.
Yeah.
But look, let's be honest here. This is the
Just call her
Goth
a
sister.
Raven.
Exactly.
This
I don't
was
know
the
why.
easiest one.
This was the easiest
Also,
one, and they still fucked it up.
also Super Smash.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I figured that was going to happen.
Listen,
I figured that was going to happen.
emo
'Cause let's
goth
be honest-
chick, emo goth chick
Yeah,
with rebel
Yeah.
without a cause
we're
attitude.
from that generation.
Rebel without a cause attitude, who
Mhm.
understands
Has some
the
slight
assignment,
self-insecurity.
can go
It's-
with
it's
cool
people
with-
and everything. It's
It is cool with leaving you to do your own stuff. She's not going to
Mhm.
crowd you.
Exactly.
Like,
But it
She has her
always
hobbies.
appreciates when you spend time together.
Mhm.
Like,
she's politically inclined. She has her politics. She believes in something. She believes in a lot of liberation politics.
mhm,
as
mhm,
well.
mhm.
Even funnier. I enjoy someone who is ironic.
Mhm.
She's like Corvus Corax is named after the poem, like Edgar Allan Poe and all that kind of stuff. Quote the
Mhm.
Raven. They
Mhm.
fucking hate poems. They're quoted as saying that they do not like poems.
Poetry sucks. Saves you from having to go to the goth poetry nights,
Oh yeah,
which are honestly the worst ones. I'm sorry. I gotta be honest.
Amazing, amazing music though on Deliverance.
oh amazing
Like-
music. Like you
Mhm,
go with Fulgrim for like the fucking orchestra. You go to the rave with Raven here.
Oh yeah, definitely. You are absolutely having a wild party though. And it's going to be a fun wild party too.
It is just, you know, banger after banger after banger. It's just like,
Or
oh,
like
yeah.
when you're
Oh, yeah,
cleaning
you-
the house, when you're cleaning the house, she's putting on the best tunes.
Oh, absolutely. You know that for a fact.
All right, and we get to the finale with Altharius and Omegon.
They refuse to give names on this one, so
Twins.
I go with Alicia and Ophelia because those feel like the correct names to give these two. I will not explain further.
Okay. Okay. Well, I
appear to make the argument that Alfarius
Perfect timing, Phoenix. We need help.
because you cannot gender bend Alfarius, because Alfarius is gender fluid. I am Alfarius.
This is a fair
I'm
point.
sorry, boss. You've been infiltrated by the Alpha Legion.
These are in fact the trans twins, so they are technically not fully gender bent in that way.
Did I confuse you?
no. Okay, we are going to assume that they are full gender bent female. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have my other problems, but I also have my likes. Okay, so first thing, one. Although the twin trope is hot, it becomes a problem if you are only into the one twin. This can get fucked very quickly.
Especially considering these twins love to mind game that fact.
Yeah. Remember that Gulliman did not, Gulliman's criticism of them was not like, oh, infiltration is stupid. No, it's because their plans got so convoluted that the sector was just not worth taking over after that. Because everybody was so paranoid and hostile to each other, no one could get along.
Unless, of course, that was their plan all the time.
Unless it was their plan all the time. And you
Well,
just...
not. Nah.
And that's a problem in and of itself. Because you know they will do it to fuck with you. They will do it just to fuck with you. You'll wake
They will
up in the morning,
absolutely be like, oh my god, you cheated on me with my sister last night.
yeah, and you're just like, what?
like, wait,
What? And you won't... And here's the thing. They'll both fuck with you, but then you still won't know.
That's the worst part. You
That's
just
the
won't
worst.
know.
That's the worst part. And then the worst part of it is that if you have their loyalty, the strangest thing is you have it for life.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like they never they will never betray you, but they will fuck with you.
You get upgraded to Gadfly.
And it's just like, what do you do? What do you do? Even if you break up with them, what do you do?
Malcador. The answer is Malcador.
I was gonna say, are we assuming this to
I
be
beg
like
mercy.
is this
Wipe
like
my
a
memories of
relationship?
this.
Is this a relationship with one of them, or are we talking a throuple situation here?
I'm Polly. I date both of them.
Either way, I think either way, it's just gonna be bad for you.
But
Okay,
either
so
way,
is it a throuple or is it a V? Like what? Like,
I
what's
think it might be a V situation because they would not date each
I would
other.
assume V because I don't necessarily know too many siblings that are.
But this is the problem of
Never mind.
like,
I'm not gonna.
there's
I'm not finishing that
massive
thought.
trust issues going into this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you know it's because they like to fuck with people. Like, it's not even for like, oh, you wronged me in a way, so I'm gonna get back at you. No, it's for the fucking sport.
Basically, these are the real mean girls.
But then it comes down to like, oh, but the mystery. Like I can see why
Mystery
people are
outweigh
into
the
this.
danger.
Yeah.
Also, depending on what you're into, they can bring a lot of friends.
Wow, went there.
Oh,
Like depend like
he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Oh my god. This is a situation of like, I don't know what to do with these two.
Is there room for a smash but not date? Like a one night stand with Alfarius and Omega.
You know what?
I guess I was not expecting the twins to be the one to get their own category.
Because like, It's for the name of the game.
Can we just call the row I am Alfarius? I am with Alfarius.
That is honestly bravo.
Like
Bravo,
this-
Alfarius. You have won. You have won your own category.
It's this is the problem with the character.
Yeah.
You know what's actually? I just thought of this. This makes it even worse. If you're dating them, how do you know it's not one of their agents?
Oh no, that's so worse.
And
Even
what
you don't
happens if
have
you forget?
your trust issues are destroyed.
What happens if you come home and they're wearing the face of someone else because they forgot to take it off?
I feel like you either get very comfortable with random people being in your house, or you really start asking everybody to take their face off when they walk in the door.
Nope, your face, hang it up on the coat rack.
Or you just have that thing of like, it is that like weird trope in like spy media where there's just like that one character is like the spouse of like a major spy character who just never asks any questions.
I
Just,
feel like
like,
that
is
has to
just
be your
entire-
relationship.
Just like entirely incurious about their and like you are the distraction from like the plans within plans. You know?
If I had that kind of relationship with them, I'd be fine with it.
Mhm.
Like, work is work,
You
but
just
when
get to a
you're
certain
home,
point
you're
of just,
home.
nah, I don't want to know what's going on anymore. Thank you.
It's that one. I read Spy X Family, and they did like this really cool thing with like Yor's handler, where he's married,
Oh,
he
yeah.
has a relationship, and Yor
Oh, yeah.
asks him like, "Does she know what you do?" Nope. She doesn't ask about my job, and I don't ask about hers, and we make it work.
Honestly,
I like
that's one of my favorite things about Spy's Family is they do find ways to explain the domestic side of the complications.
Also,
of espionage.
I enjoy it. I enjoy like Alfarius as a character because I think it was on one of Arbiter Ian's Tale of Four Gamers. They had oh god, what's his name? Oculus Imperia on talking about it because he was talking about starting. He was talking about starting an Alpha Legion army for Horus Heresy second edition. And what he said is he loves the Alpha Legion because like he thinks of them almost like a litmus test for how you engage with 40k lore. Like, if you are not comfortable dealing with unreliable narrator and not ever getting an actual solid answer as to what was actually going on in the situation, do not read 40k.
Exactly. Like that's when it comes
Like-
to the Book of Alfarius.
Valid.
Actually, this is something I want to talk about. When it came to Alfarius' book, where he says this story is a lie, that's the thing you need to understand about the books is that there is truth within the lie.
That's the thing as well. He doesn't even say this story is a lie. Because I read it again recently.
Oh, he doesn't?
No, he gets to the end of the story and he says essentially like, and one last thing, I am Alfarius, and this is a lie.
Oh.
So does he mean that he is Alfarius is a lie, or does he mean the entire preceding story?
Or even better, was this not even Alfarius telling the story?
Exactly. Is it? Yeah. Like,
Could be surviving twin. Could it be agent of twin? Could be gene child of Chin.
This
I mean, I like it. I like it because it's like it talks about how like he was like the first one found, and they found him like in the foothills of the Himalayas, like right outside the palace, basically.
Perfect place. Perfect place to just leave a random child.
Well, it's like
Humans each got rid
the
of-
warp is weird.
Humans each felt the headache early on.
Change that to Mary and Smash. But yeah,
Just
like,
wife.
oh, wife. Yeah, let's change it to wife.
Mhm.
So yeah, even though like this is the list, I am an uncomplicated motherfucker.
Can I know we don't have images for them, but I mean there must be images for them somewhere. But we can also just like pitch other major heresy characters like where you'd place them in this.
Oh yeah,
All
pitch
right,
them ahead. Go ahead.
now the
Archie.
wild one, female Malkador.
Female Malkador.
Mm.
That's grandma energy. That's grandma energy. I would not.
I was
fuck
gonna
Malkador.
argue why not, but okay.
I would not fuck Malkador. I'm sorry. I would love to hang out with Malkador, but
I
no.
would imagine platonic dates with female Malkador have got to have some wild tea being spilled.
Oh, dude, you like this is why I don't date them. I hang out with them because you know
Oh, yeah,
the
absolutely.
conversations are going to either be philosophically interesting or the fucking tea.
The tea.
By the way, Constantine Valdor gender bent? No, thank you.
Nope.
I
Nope.
listen.
Nope.
She puts another person above our relationship. I'm not about that.
That's fair.
Politely go over that way.
Yeah, like if her boss told her to kill me, I know she'd do it, and that's immediate problems.
Uh-huh.
What about Gabriella Loken?
Gabrielle, you know damn well I'm down to fuck Gabriella Loken.
Yeah.
I'd marry that bitch in a heartbeat. Same with Tarek. Hell, I think Tarek's a
Okay,
smash for
okay.
Phoenix.
Actually, yeah, like gender bent Abaddon.
I was about to say,
Oh god. Oh.
I
I don't even know what their first
daughter?
name would be because I don't even know what their first name would be, but it would be equally weirdly pronounced by GW.
I would
Sorry.
imagine.
Sorry, what? I have to ask this question. What is Abaddon's first name?
It's Ezekiel, right?
No, it's not, apparently. According to GW and all their effing audiobooks, it's Izakiel.
I hate that.
No, that's an
Yeah.
E. That's not how you pronounce it.
This is
I
aluminum
know.
all over again!
Yes.
I
Oh,
Also,
would
it's
smash
also
it,
it's
Abaddon.
transatlantic accident.
also it is reboot, not rebootay.
I know, but I'm
I
French.
refuse. I
I'm
reject.
French. I would smash Abaddon. I would be friends with benefits with Abaddon.
I could definitely see that being an interesting relationship.
We both know what we're here for. We both know we emotionally can't connect to the relationship outside of the physical
At the
connection.
same time,
But like, I'd also just like to hang out with them and shoot the shit.
like, it feels like the that long time on again, off again friends with benefits because you're in the same industry but don't run in the same region. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like you meet up at the
right?
trade shows and the conferences and you have fun together, but there's no real guarantee that this is going to be a long-term relationship.
Exactly.
It's fun for the week while you're there, and then it's just no contact for 4 to 6 months.
But
What
then
about
like
Karn?
Karn?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Heresy Karn.
Heresy
Ooh.
Karn. You know
Nah,
what?
I'd rather not figure out how I got Amazon positioned into the molten core.
Amazonian Karn, I'm down to fuck.
It's like that's
Definitely
basically
dying,
like that.
but I'm not gonna lie.
She is
'Cause you're saying
brutal.
heresy
She is
specifically.
brutal, direct, motivational speaker, and I'm down with that.
Well, she's like it's like dating an MMA fighter,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
No,
I'm
you're right.
down with
'Cause-
that.
Because
Not bad.
she's like perfectly controlled when not in combat.
Exactly. Like
The moment
you
it's-
love the intensity when she's in the ring, but then like you'll just be snuggled up on the couch, like reading a book together.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's the ooh.
No, you're right. You put it that way.
Oh, I'm down with that. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Terrified of the direction she goes in, though.
Oh, definitely. But I think in this situation with a stable relationship beforehand, could definitely stop that from going that way.
Oh yeah.
Are you down for any of the characters from Pilgrim's Book, even gender bent?
Saul Tarvitz, yes. Everyone else, no.
Okay. Okay, fair.
I'm gonna agree with Boss
What
on
about the
that
ones
one.
that? What about the ones that don't get snake templed?
I
No.
can't remember their names.
I'd have to.
It's been so long.
They'd have to
It's
be
like the-
important enough to remember.
I think it's like the Sculptor's like the only one that I'd maybe be into out of those. The rest
Yeah,
are just
no, the
way too.
sculptor's
fucking
nice. The sculptor's nice. Like that's a good like
Yeah.
friendship fuck. Like, you know, like he's into that one girl. She's into that one guy, and you're just like, no, I fully support it, but like, hey, until you get the
Oh,
balls
no, like-
to ask them out.
Oh please!
You'll
it's
absolutely
Pilgrim-
enjoy
it's
this moment.
it's Pilgrim's fucking artistic commune. They might be into each other in terms of like a romantic relationship, but they're all just like completely just having sex with each other
Oh,
constantly.
we all know it. We all know it.
Constant orgies
casually.
and
That one
sexuality.
Casually.
The fucking like older lady who wanted to have sex with the statue guy. She's all about that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, like everybody in the Emperor's Children, it's a hard no. Unless it's Saul.
Mhm.
Because remember, like Horus Rising, he does like the whole Captain like to make fun of
Mhm.
Lucius, and I'm down with that. That shit's funny to me. But yeah, no, like statue girl, Saul Tarvitz, gender bent, I'm down with it. Let's go. Everyone else, no thank you. No thank you.
Do you know what's really interesting? You don't even need to change Cinderman's first name.
Oh my god, you're right.
Wow.
That's fucked. Still not doing that because that's granny stuff.
Eh.
I'm not into grannies. I'm sorry.
Also weird fucking ideology going on there with that.
Weird
that
ideology. That's like the one girl from like. You know what? I have the best comparison for this because I learned this recently because I watched Extra History's Nazi occultism series.
Oh.
Cinderman like can be
That's
best
one both.
related. Cinderman can be best
Hey,
related
man.
to that one therapist girl who decried occultism but spreaded other horrific propaganda.
Mhm.
The best comparison
That was
I
one.
never thought I'd make. Holy shit.
I don't have a problem with I don't have a problem with ideology. I just need like my ideology.
Yeah. I'd be down with gender bent what's his name? He's from the Ultramarines. He's the censored guy. Fuck, why am I forgetting his name?
Oh, I am also forgetting. his name.
Theo.
Hmm.
Sergeant Theo. Gender bent Sergeant Theo?
Mhm.
Hell yes. Gender bent Death Guard, no to all of them. Not even Garo.
Mhm.
Sorry, not even Garo. Garo's
What
boring.
about the
as
Knights
shit.
Errant?
Who?
What about the other Knights Errant? The other Knights Errant.
Ooh, the other Knights Errant. I remember Tylos. Oh,
He's fun.
Yeah, he's fun. Gender bent Tylos Rubio. I would date. I would date Gender bent Tylos Rubio. I'm forgetting a lot of the Knights Errant. I'm sorry, a lot of them are forgettable.
There's the World Eater one who's actually kind of
Oh,
Kinda
Varen?
decent.
I think it's Varen.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'd date Varen. Loyal as fuck. Let's go.
Okay, because someone's going to tune into this later and be very annoyed that I've not mentioned them up until this point. Gender bent Barbarous Dantioch.
Barbarous Dantioch from which Legion again?
Iron Warriors.
Oh! Oh, I know, like, they look like a granny, but they're not.
No.
I would not smash. I would not smash. Very much would love to hang out with, but not smash. I know T-Comp's gonna run me ragged over that one, but no. By the way, Bjorn the Fell-Handed, gender bent? No.
Even pre-dreadnoughting.
Even pre-dreadnoughting, like, you're a buzzkill, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
There's a pretty good
that's not
sense of
fun
humor.
one.
She spends most of that book like gently sort of like fucking with in just like a playful way the Scald. So
That's
like
fair. Ahriman would definitely be a wife. I know, I'm so predictable, I'm sorry.
Why am I not surprised?
Oh, I'm sorry,
I
she
mean,
wants to
like,
open a vineyard, fuck off.
I mean, like Araman is like, yeah, you're like you're like planning to like open a vineyard with Araman in that situation.
Hello.
Hey, Al.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Al.
This is a deeply cursed conversation.
This is a
You should
deeply
This,
cursed
enjoy
this
it.
conversation.
conversation has gone so far off the rails.
Compared to all the other conversations that we've had and conversations happen on stream, this is one of the least cursed.
I mean, that's fair.
Discussing whether
I mean,
you would discussing what you would do with the gender bit version of a character is a long time. It's a tradition at this point.
It's a tradition. It's a
I mean, it's
tradition.
tame traditions for fanfiction writers, so yeah.
Oh, who else is... Gender bent Argyle Tall.
I don't- I-
Pre or
don't remember that.
pre or post demon.
Pre, but then let's also go with post.
I'm gonna sound terrible because I do not remember who Argyltal is.
Argyle Tall is the first possessed Marine.
Yep.
Of the Warhammer.
Oh boy.
Karn's best
The
friend.
original one. Yep.
Ooh. So you know that she got along with, in this case, female Karn. So shouldn't be too crazy. Definitely probably has that same intensity of all the World Eater kids.
No, she's a word bearer.
Oh. Ooh.
She's from a church family. So you
Oh,
gotta
God.
deal with
So
that.
the church family who happens to be friends with the MMA fighter.
Yeah.
Honestly, sounds like they actually have a dose of real world in there, so they actually might be
did.
tolerable.
I did
Yeah.
that.
They are probably the legitimate they were roommates in this setting.
Yeah, they're very much the roommates.
Yeah.
And they are actually roommates in this scenario.
Ironically.
Like, you know, like, if you're dating Karn, Argyle leaves the room and just says, "Don't go on my side of the room." But if you're dating Argyle Tall, Karn's laying on the bed going, "So when are you two gonna fuck?"
Unironically, that is probably the most accurate part of it.
And Argyle looks at her and goes, like, "Can you not?" And then they
What,
get,
the
like,
one
into,
that
like, a
really needs to
playful
get
fight
it.
over it.
Yep.
Oh,
I
you.
can definitely see pre-possession probably a genuinely fun and interesting person. Post-possession, though.
There's
Oh, boy.
post-possession, and you have to deal with the third wheel.
Yeah.
You gotta deal with
That
the
gets
demon.
really awkward.
And it's her skin, too!
She has it pretty much under control. She can go back and forth.
Yeah, she can go back and forth, but then, like, like, when you two start getting into it, it's the heat of passion. The fucking demon will come out and go, "Oh, baby!" Like fucking Beetlejuice or some shit.
God forbid a woman has hobbies.
God forbid a woman has hobbies. No, it comes down to, like, can you handle your partner having a condition? And you know what? I would still date Argyltal even after possession. Yeah, sure, I'd have to deal with the horrors of a possessed girlfriend, but you know what? If I can handle the shit that I've handled in my life, I think I can handle Argy going a bit fucked for an hour. I think I can do it. What about the rest of you?
I mean, I'm someone who's prone to hallucinations and manic episodes. I can handle it.
I think I can handle it. I'm not gonna lie.
Plus, like, apparently the
I'm
demon's
down with
pretty
that.
chill.
Yeah.
Which is
Well,
surprising considering it's the
they're-
first.
Yeah. Well, they're mostly in control of it. They're like one of like the, they're. It's not really sort of stated this way, but they're supposed to be like, almost like kind of halfway between being a possessed and being like a demon prince. Like when they're like, because like, he turns into like his demonic form and basically trashes a squad of Custodes.
Yeah.
By himself.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, is there any other characters?
I mean, loads.
Yeah, there's loads.
I mean, yeah, lots. See, I am but a simple they. When it comes to women and femmes, if they're the butchiest butch to ever exist, I will fold.
So you'd smash every one of these Primarchs on the list.
Well, not these designs being used, but yeah.
Yeah, like, this is the problem, is that, like, everyone tries to, like, slender down the Primarchs when they gender bend them, and I don't like that. And, like, this is, like, my main complaint about the artist here, is that, like, stop slendering them down to make them more attractive. Like, that's my main complaint.
Stop implying that, like, you know, muscular isn't attractive and like built like a brick shithouse.
Give me butch femme Primarch designs. Give me.
I think those do exist. It's just rare.
Yeah. Yeah, like the one that is like Angron should absolutely have way more of a side buzz than they do.
Yeah.
Like,
this is any other characters? Any other characters? You know what? If it's any Iron Hands characters, hard pass. Outside of Ferrus Manus, hard pass on all the Iron Hands.
Alexis Pollux?
Alexis Pollux? Which one is that again? Oh, the Imperial Fist.
Captain of the Imperial Fists, yeah.
You know what? I'd date Rogaldor and I'd date Alexis.
Okay.
Would I date Sigismund? No.
Sigismund? No.
No.
Sigismund's hanging out with weird like alt-right people, and it's like, no, that's not a.
You're weird. Go away. I refuse to acknowledge your existence. You fucking weirdo.
It's fine. He gets his, Ezekiel, Ezekiel manages to beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, best girl.
Yeah.
You know what?
Unexpectedly, getting a full best girl out of it.
War Mistress Ezekiel. I would smash War Mistress Ezekiel. Let's go.
We know what boss is down for.
Oh, you know damn well what I'm down for. I like
he hasn't hit it.
Like, I said I'd smash ISIS, okay?
Oh,
We all talked
that's
about
the,
that, and
I,
that was just.
I know
We'll be completely honest. We fold to the charisma.
I know you said all Emperor's Children were a hard no. What about Science Mummy?
Fucking Fabius? God, no!
I'm
I
not
am
willing to die like
avoiding
that.
that section of the ship. Everyone's
Yeah, but,
like,
like,
yeah,
it's-
Fabius is in the cafeteria. I turn around and walk away.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
you know that like gender bent Fabius Bile is basically just Catherine Hahn version of Doctor Octopus from Into the Spider Verse.
Yes! And I'm terrified of that.
Yeah, I'm not okay with that
I'm
either.
not okay. Like, listen, I want to go to bed and wake up in bed, not on a fucking dissection table.
Howard.
See, that's why you offer up someone else, and then be like, "Look, it's a date."
No, I don't.
I could not
No.
do that because I have a conscience.
She is
Learned
someone you
so much.
Why
deeply
we're
about.
avoiding
See,
her
if I-
instead. Forget Malkador or sending us help. We're mutinying the crew to void female Fabius out the nearest airlock.
See, this is me saying it as someone who is extremely fascinated with anatomy. If I was chaos corrupted, I'd definitely go somewhat down that road of just
I have
dissecting
no-
folks and
listen,
shit.
I think of stuff. Like I have my own canon in my head. And it's just like, oh yeah, like Will's like the word bearer. Aramis is like the regular Black Legionnaire kind of a thing.
What?
Don't
Black
question
Legion.
me. It's a whole thing. Owl, you are very much the sorcerer who's like, yeah, I'm an apothecary and a sorcerer. Why? Because I like to see what my spells do to people. Like tilts head. Not even a crooked smile.
Yes.
You just can't tell what's going on under the mask.
Listen, you have to
Very-
make sure they work.
I'm back. Why would you be on the same ship as Fabius? Because Will is calling me a coward for not smashing.
Vemek, believe me, I'm with you. We're just voiding that section of the ship, even if we're mid-warp.
Like, even if
Yeah, I
it's
need
just
to ask-
regular
I
Fabius
I would
bio.
willingly risk the Geller field over that. I want you to understand that. If we remove the Fabius from the ship, I will
I
take
need
a
to ask,
potential
what-
human incursion.
What gives you word bearer vibes from me?
Very much like an Argyle Tall vibe.
Okay, fair. I'll accept that. He's my favorite character in Heresy. So yeah,
Educated,
Like-
educated on your stuff. You don't like your leaders.
I don't think any of us do. Mm-hmm.
And there's stuff that you like that I never thought you would. And the things that I have learned about you, it's just like, oh. It's basically very much like Argyle Tall. It's like, you learn stuff about him, you go, oh. But with Fabius, you can wake up with more or less appendages. Not all necessarily of human origin. Definitely hard pass. Darth Pimp gets
that's in
me.
the appendages. I know way too many people
Yep.
that would be like, I can have interchangeable appendages. Deal.
I do not want to
Like-
get caught singing, as a joke, the Horsecock song, and then wake up on Fabius's dissection table with you-know-what.
That is horrifying. Thank you very much.
So you're saying I
Also-
can get free bottom surgery?
I'm
I'm-
right now.
You know what? I feel like that's a pretty good one to leave off on.
No, like, there's other characters. I'm trying to, like, list out who's left.
Yeah.
Like
I
if we,
still don't know
if we
why
jump-
you
Also,
think
if
I'd be a
anyone
black-
says gender bent emperor, this is the hard pass.
yeah, no.
Yeah, no, this is the one where 100% Malkador looks us in the eyes and like, crazy.
Yeah,
Also, again, gender bent emperor is just the emperor.
Just the
because
Emperor.
Basically,
Emperor-
yeah.
Confirmed, they are
Can-
the gender fluid bisexual disaster of the galaxy.
fucking.
I mean, Malkador's
travesty.
already sighing as is that we're taking seriously his one-off joke about making the Primarch sisters instead of brothers.
Yeah. Yeah. Still concerned about that one.
Like, Malkador's like the kind of grandparent who's like, oh yeah, my grandchildren, they're very wonderful, they're very nice, just be careful with some of them, you know? And then, like, there's her first daughter, like, there's her daughter, the Emperor, and she's just like, that bitch be crazy, don't touch that.
Like, I'm saying this for your own safety.
I'm
Don't
saying, I love my daughter, I cherish her so much. Don't touch that
But she's
bitch.
an absolute batshit one.
She will
She's absolute
gaslight the
batshit.
fuck out of you.
Horribly. Not to mention, she has some very weird friends that love to crawl out of Eldritch portals.
You ain't gonna survive any of that, buddy.
I saw her playing Yu-Gi-Oh! With a mollusk. Wasn't fun. I would like the interchange appendages, but Fabius is out of the question. Fuck, who's left?
From Heresy era too. That's the one that I know the least about. Are there any important named guardsmen during the Siege of Terra?
A few.
Technically, Alanius Pius.
Yeah.
She's just like, they're a regular person. Like, there's...
Hang on. I'm gonna...
Sure, smash if they're down for it, because...
I'm gonna go find my Siege of Terra book real quick. Because I just thought of somebody.
Hmm?
Oh, Mercedes Alton.
Does it would be... Are we talking, like, regular Mercedes, or...
Oh. Found it.
Because, like, regular... Like, even if you... Like, no. Hard pass on Mercedes.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like the weird head thing going on by that point. It's just like, no.
Yeah, no thank you.
Alright, here's a fun one. Katsuhiro.
I forget who that is. Dude, Death in the End fucked my head so hard.
Okay, so...
The End of the Death, sorry.
They're one of the forcefully recruited Terran humans that joined with the Imperial Guard group. They were the one that was... He was part of the squad that was infiltrated by the Alfarius agents. Honestly, went pretty far. Not that
more fun to think about Butch.
What about Keeler?
You afraid of Keeler? Hard pass. Hard pass.
They have main powers.
Yeah, but then she becomes religiously fanatic, and I'm just not about that. Call me a coward
Not
all
everyone
you
likes to
want.
stick their dick in crazy.
Call me a coward all you want.
See.
There's
Jane
Corswing.
Grammaticus. Yeah, Corswing, yeah.
And Knights Templar, not into it.
Yeah.
Jane Grammaticus?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd be down to fuck with Jane Grammaticus. I'm down with
She's
that.
basically Bond.
Yeah,
she's basically a
Bond.
super spy. So like,
yeah. I am down with that. Jane Grammaticus. Yeah, smash Jane Grammaticus.
Mm-hmm.
Also gonna take it over here, and I'm gonna save and download this.
Yep, this is definitely going to be something to put up there. Put up on the list of weird tiers we have done.
Correct. No, I think we've done weirder. I feel like there's been weirder.
Definitely done a couple that are definitely weirder.
Let's see. I just popped it.
We did
You wanted a
Monster
whole
Girls.
chapter. If you just wanted a whole chapter of like goth girls weirdly into death rituals, then you have the Star Phantoms.
Oh my god, are we going with gender bent fucking 40k characters?
Oh boy.
Oh god. Because like there's still like would I still marry Arimon in 40k? Yes. My queen. Karn would be a hard pass at that point.
Yeah, she's
Absolutely.
Real.
Karn has
Well,
been
she's
lost to frost.
To be fair, she gets better when she reunites with her polycule.
Yes.
You are
Like when her
about that.
polycule gets back together, of Angron and Latara, she's like way more calm.
Yeah, at least Armin has a plan for the future. You know, we'll just go off to the vineyard, get married, go off to the vineyard. There we go.
Uriel
leave the rest
Vengeance.
of the world
Hell yes. Wife smash. Azrael.
Female
the Dark
Dante.
Ooh.
Fem Dante.
Granny Dante, no thank you.
Yeah, you just don't want that millennia old.
I'm not
Okay,
into grannies.
Gender bent Mephiston.
Ooh.
I mean, that's probably on my smash list.
That's
I'm gonna
a
be
vampire. Oh god.
Not to mention
I
strongest psyker currently active amongst the
Second, amongst the Blood Angels, I was gonna say because it's debatable apparently whether he's a stronger psyker than Tiberius
or Arimon.
Yeah.
This is a
sorry,
big question. What do I do? Oh, Mephiston's actually fun. I actually like Mephiston.
I knew we could find a Blood Angel you like.
Well, like, yeah, I like Mephiston because he's not a fucking depressing bastard who makes me want to die listening to him. I actually like him because he's a Blood Angel who's just like, yeah, no, I own it and I love it.
Yeah, I'm a vampire.
I'm a vampire. Let's fucking go. Yeah, I'd smash Mephiston. I'd smash.
Gender bent Ragnar Blackmane.
I'm gonna say no.
Snorts
But
her
only-
own hype a lot.
But yeah, I was gonna say it's mostly because of the ego. I can't really stand that.
But Muscle Mummy, who absolutely would bend you in half.
Just because I prefer to be bent in half does not mean I want to do it to feed her ego.
Are you telling me that someone literally saying to you, I will do you and it will be worthy of a saga, is not going to...
Okay, that actually might get me into the bedroom.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Phrase it like that instead of here to feed their ego.
I'm down with that. I'm actually down with that. I wouldn't date that's a one night stand.
That's a one night stand that you probably will still have health complications from, and
you go to the doctor, your spine is bent in several fucking ways.
Listen, my hips are bad enough anyway. They can't get any worse.
you say that until they do.
Vulcan Histon would be the same as like Vulcan. Adrax Agatone, they're more of like the dower of the salamanders, right?
I have literally read nothing with them in it. I have no idea what their characterization is.
He's characterized as like where the rest of the he's characterized as like the guy who's willing to go the mile. Like he embraces the war crimes of the salamanders.
Okay.
Let the flames purify their souls.
Ooh, Kayvon Shrike.
Oh, it's Smash. Same as Korax.
Yeah.
She got
You have
like
the hot
like
goth
more,
mom, and then you have her hot goth daughter. You win.
oh,
either
like more
way.
emo. Like she's slightly more, yeah, like I mean, Shrike is slightly more on that like emo, hot topicy kind of side of things, where she's like, trying a little bit too hard. Where like a mom's like original goth.
Yeah, but then
You
she's
know?
got like those thick thighs,
Yeah.
and thick thighs save lives.
Well,
Mhm.
wouldn't that be a default anyway?
It would be, but like, hey, goth girlfriend.
Oh, that just
Um,
reminded that just reminded me. This is somewhat really just to relate to the God stuff. Because I went to an expo and there was a whole bunch of like taxidermy stuff and all of that, and I was seeing so many just goths in general. And I messaged a friend of mine who was trying to find like a goth girlfriend, and I'm like, dude, you need to start going to these things in order to find them.
Yeah, you actually have to go out into the wild, dude.
They will not come to you. You have to go find them.
Yeah, you got
Unless you present yourself as like you have to, and if you want the dominant type, you have to go to these spaces, present yourself as pathetic enough, and then they'll just pick you up and take you away.
Yep, you will be
or
absolutely
in
kidnapped in
control,
those
or
situations.
in control. Picked up plenty
No,
of
you
goth
just-
girls
you just-
myself that way.
you just need to like lay out like a trail of skulls and like get your best golden retriever energy, and then you'll just be picked up.
Damn
It's
straight.
Or
like
crows. Just if you the way you would attract a crow, you attract a goth of any sort. You just
yeah,
find
shiny
something.
things.
Yeah, shiny things, bones. Fuck,
Like you
bottle
would
caps.
any other raven or corvid for that matter.
Exactly. Then there's Kasaro Khan. Kind of boring.
Hmm.
You must present yourself as cuddly and lost.
Basically, yeah,
Yeah.
they'll snatch you right up.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm totally lost in this area with all of my golden.
Oh no!
Wherever
I'm
shall I find a
completely
new
lost.
home?
Oh no, I'm lost. I don't know what this exhibition is about. Would you mind telling me about it?
Deep dive your deepest love for it to me.
That's something you really want to say.
Granted, I ended up with the goth who loves ducks and penguins, so that's very easy to satisfy.
Exactly. Unfortunately, I'm very large and hard to be snatched. You don't
No,
have
that
to
doesn't
be
mean they're
carried
gonna
off.
try. Doesn't mean they're not gonna try.
Oh,
Congratulations.
no, don't worry. Don't worry. They have leashes for you.
Exactly.
Oh.
Leashes, or if you're, submissive enough, they just gotta talk to you sternly and you'll follow them.
Exactly.
All right. I think we've had enough of this.
I have.
What, you don't want to
I've-
continue on how to pick up a goth girl?
I was gonna say I've seen many. I've seen many.
We'll
I've
save
seen
that
many.
for another
I-
special edition of learning dating tips with boss.
How to
I've
pick up this subgenre of person, this genre of
I've seen. I've seen many a impressionable young man being led around a convention floor by a goth woman holding onto their belt buckle, which is
Yeah, that works too.
yeah.
Listen, chat, I'm going to remind you all, unless it's an 18-plus place, keep it to your fucking self.
Correct.
I'm all about PDA. I'm all about, like, public displays of affection, but, like...
Oh, yeah.
If it's an 18-plus place, that is fine. If it's not, please have your goth girlfriend on her restricted leash. Thank you very much.
Well, no, you're not supposed to have him on the leash.
The metaphorical leash.
I know.
Everything is metaphor. Also, before we leave, I'm going to show chat the new model that I painted up. I showed Owl this. Here you go, chat. You get to see the sorcerer that I painted.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, the colors look better on my computer monitor than it does on my phone.
That is the new Terminator that we have painted. So, yeah. Chet, I am going to stream tomorrow. I don't know what time. If I'm going down to practice for a tournament, it'll probably be during the day. And it's probably going to be a paint stream. because I need to get like the last of my Terminators done. But because I'm down to like 4 models left, I'm almost done. My army's almost fully painted, and we'll be good to go. But until tomorrow, chat, I will let you know what's going on, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Good night, everybody.